In the pursuit of happiness, many of us often find ourselves searching outside of ourselves, seeking validation in achievements, possessions, or relationships. However, true happiness, the kind that radiates from within and sustains us through life's ups and downs, cannot be found in external circumstances. Instead, it is a state of being that we cultivate from within, a choice we make each day to prioritize our well-being and nurture our inner joy. Happiness is often perceived as something external, something that we acquire or achieve from outside sources. However, the truth is that happiness is an inside job. It is a state of being that originates from within us, independent of external circumstances. This concept challenges the common misconception that our happiness is contingent upon our material possessions, achievements, or the approval of others. At its core, happiness is a mindset, a way of viewing the world and our place in it. It is about cultivating a positive outlook and finding contentment in the present moment, regardless of the external circumstances. This mindset shift requires a fundamental reorientation of our priorities, shifting our focus from what we lack to what we already have. When we recognize that happiness comes from within, we empower ourselves to take control of our own well-being. Instead of relying on external factors to dictate our happiness, we learn to cultivate it from within, drawing upon our inner resources of gratitude, resilience, and self-compassion. Cultivating happiness as an inside job involves developing self-awareness and understanding our own values, needs, and desires. It requires tuning into our emotions and recognizing the thoughts and beliefs that may be contributing to our unhappiness. Through practices such as mindfulness and self-reflection, we can gain insight into what truly brings us joy and fulfillment. Another essential aspect of happiness as an inside job is accepting personal responsibility for our own happiness. Instead of placing the burden of our happiness on external circumstances or other people, we take ownership of our feelings and actively work towards creating a life that aligns with our values and aspirations. Happiness as an inside job involves cultivating a sense of inner peace and contentment that is independent of external validation or approval. It means finding joy in the journey of self-discovery and personal growth, rather than seeking happiness in external achievements or possessions. Embracing happiness as an inside job empowers us to live authentically and fully embrace our unique journey. It allows us to find fulfillment and meaning in every moment, knowing that true happiness resides within us, waiting to be discovered and cultivated. Cultivating gratitude is a transformative practice that has the power to profoundly enhance our lives. At its essence, gratitude is about recognizing and appreciating the abundance that surrounds us, even in the midst of life's challenges. It is a shift in perspective, a conscious choice to focus on the blessings, big and small, that enrich our lives each day. One of the most profound effects of cultivating gratitude is its ability to shift our mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance. When we cultivate gratitude, we train our minds to see the glass as half full, rather than half empty. We become more attuned to the positive aspects of our lives, finding joy in the simple pleasures and everyday miracles that we might otherwise take for granted. Moreover, practicing gratitude has been shown to have numerous benefits for our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Research has found that regularly expressing gratitude can improve mood, reduce stress, and enhance overall happiness. It can also strengthen our relationships, fostering a sense of connection and appreciation with others. One of the beautiful things about gratitude is that it is a practice that can be cultivated and nurtured over time. It doesn't require grand gestures or life-changing events. Rather, it is about finding beauty and joy in the ordinary moments of life. Whether it's taking a moment to savor a delicious meal, basking in the warmth of the sun on our skin, or sharing a heartfelt conversation with a loved one, there are countless opportunities to cultivate gratitude each day. Furthermore, gratitude is a practice that can be integrated into every aspect of our lives. From keeping a gratitude journal to expressing appreciation to those around us, there are endless ways to incorporate gratitude into our daily routines. By making gratitude a habit, we can gradually rewire our brains to default to a positive outlook, even in the face of adversity. Perhaps most importantly, cultivating gratitude allows us to live more fully and authentically. It reminds us to slow down and savor the present moment, to find joy in the journey rather than constantly striving for the next destination. It helps us to see the beauty and wonder that exists all around us, even in the midst of life's challenges. Cultivating gratitude is a practice of opening our hearts and minds to the abundance that surrounds us. It is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always something to be grateful for. By embracing gratitude as a way of life, we can experience greater joy, fulfillment, and connection with ourselves, others, and the world around us. Following your bliss is about pursuing activities and interests that genuinely bring you joy and fulfillment. It's about listening to the whispers of your heart and honoring your innermost desires, even if they diverge from societal expectations or norms. When you follow your bliss, you align yourself with your true purpose and passion, leading to a life that feels authentic and meaningful. Often we may feel pressure to conform to external expectations or pursue paths that seem practical or lucrative, even if they don't resonate with our deepest selves. However, true fulfillment comes from doing what lights you up from within, from engaging in activities that make your soul sing. Following your bliss doesn't necessarily mean making drastic changes overnight. It can start with small steps towards aligning your life with your passions and values. It might involve exploring new hobbies, revisiting old interests, or finding creative ways to incorporate your passions into your daily life. When you follow your bliss, you tap into a source of boundless inspiration and creativity. You discover a sense of purpose and fulfillment that transcends external circumstances or material success. Your life becomes infused with meaning and vitality, and you radiate a sense of joy and enthusiasm that inspires those around you. Following your bliss is about honoring your unique journey and embracing the path that resonates most deeply with your soul. It's about trusting yourself and having the courage to pursue what truly lights you up, knowing that when you follow your bliss, you align yourself with the limitless potential of your authentic self. Practicing self-compassion is a transformative act of kindness and understanding towards oneself. It involves treating oneself with the same care, warmth, and empathy that one would offer to a beloved friend in times of struggle or distress. Self-compassion acknowledges that as humans, we are inherently imperfect and fallible, and it offers a gentle and forgiving response to our own shortcomings and mistakes. At its core, self-compassion is about embracing our humanity with openness and acceptance. It involves recognizing and honoring our emotions, even the difficult ones, without judgment or self-criticism. Instead of berating ourselves for our perceived failures or inadequacies, self-compassion invites us to hold ourselves with kindness and understanding, offering ourselves the same comfort and reassurance we would offer to a friend in need. Practicing self-compassion begins with cultivating a sense of self-awareness and mindfulness. It involves tuning into our inner dialogue and noticing the ways in which we speak to ourselves in moments of difficulty or distress. Are we harsh and critical? Or are we gentle and supportive? By bringing awareness to our self-talk, we can begin to cultivate a more compassionate and nurturing inner voice. Self-compassion also involves embracing our vulnerabilities and imperfections with courage and acceptance. It means acknowledging that we are not immune to pain or suffering, and that it is okay to struggle at times. Rather than striving for perfection or avoiding difficult emotions, self-compassion encourages us to embrace our humanness with humility and grace. Moreover, practicing self-compassion involves setting healthy boundaries and prioritizing our own well-being. It means recognizing when we need to take a step back, rest, or seek support, and honoring those needs without guilt or self-judgment. Self-compassion empowers us to advocate for ourselves with kindness and assertiveness, knowing that our worth is not contingent on our productivity or achievements. One of the most profound aspects of self-compassion is its ability to foster resilience and inner strength. When we offer ourselves kindness and understanding in the face of adversity, we build emotional resilience and fortitude. We learn to bounce back from setbacks with greater ease and compassion, knowing that we are worthy of love and acceptance, regardless of external circumstances. Practicing self-compassion is a powerful act of self-love, and self-care.it is a reminder that we are deserving of compassion and kindness, both from others and from ourselves. By cultivating self-compassion, we create a foundation of inner peace and acceptance that allows us to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and grace. Letting go of expectations is a liberating practice that invites us to release the grip of attachment to specific outcomes and embrace the fluidity and unpredictability of life. Expectations often arise from our desires, beliefs, and societal conditioning, and while they can provide a sense of direction or motivation, they can also lead to disappointment, frustration, and stress when reality fails to meet our expectations. When we let go of expectations, we free ourselves from the constraints of rigid thinking and open ourselves up to the infinite possibilities that exist in every moment. It's about relinquishing the need to control or micromanage every aspect of our lives and instead surrendering to the natural flow of life. By releasing our attachment to specific outcomes, we create space for spontaneity, creativity, and serendipity to unfold. Letting go of expectations requires a shift in mindset, a willingness to embrace uncertainty, and trust in the inherent wisdom of life. It involves cultivating a sense of openness and curiosity towards whatever may arise, rather than clinging to preconceived notions of how things should be. This doesn't mean abandoning goals or aspirations altogether, but rather approaching them with a sense of flexibility and adaptability. Moreover, letting go of expectations allows us to live more fully in the present moment. When we are not consumed by thoughts of the future or dwelling on past regrets, we can fully immerse ourselves in the richness of the here and now. We become more attuned to the beauty and wonder that surrounds us, finding joy in the simple pleasures and unexpected miracles of life. Letting go of expectations also fosters greater peace of mind and emotional well-being. When we release the pressure to meet certain standards or achieve specific outcomes, we alleviate the stress and anxiety that often accompany unrealistic expectations. We learn to accept life as it is, with all its imperfections and uncertainties, and find contentment in the present moment. Furthermore, letting go of expectations strengthens our resilience and adaptability in the face of adversity. When we are not bound by rigid expectations, we are better equipped to navigate life's inevitable twists and turns with grace and resilience. We become more adept at adapting to change and finding creative solutions to challenges, knowing that we are not defined by our circumstances or outcomes. Letting go of expectations is a profound act of self-liberation. It is a choice to relinquish the need for control and embrace the beauty of life's unfolding journey. By releasing our attachment to specific outcomes, we open ourselves up to the magic and mystery of life, allowing ourselves to be guided by the wisdom of the universe. In doing so, we discover a newfound sense of freedom, joy, and peace that transcends the limitations of our expectations. Embracing authenticity is a courageous and transformative journey of self-discovery and self-expression. It's about honoring our true selves, embracing our unique strengths, quirks, and vulnerabilities, and living in alignment with our deepest values and desires. Authenticity invites us to shed the masks and pretenses we may wear to conform to societal expectations or to fit in with others, and instead to stand boldly in our truth, unapologetically and unabashedly. At its core, authenticity is about being genuine and real, both with ourselves and with the world around us. It requires a willingness to peel back the layers of conditioning and socialization that may have obscured our true essence and to reconnect with the core of who we are. This process of self-discovery often involves introspection, reflection, and self-awareness as we uncover our authentic voice and reclaim our inherent worth and dignity. Embracing authenticity also means honoring our intuition and inner wisdom, trusting ourselves to know what is true and right for us. It involves listening to the whispers of our hearts and following the guidance of our inner compass, even when it leads us down unconventional paths or challenges the status quo. Authenticity empowers us to make choices that align with our deepest values and aspirations, rather than succumbing to external pressures or expectations. It fosters deeper connections and more meaningful relationships with others. When we show up authentically in our interactions, we invite others to do the same, creating space for genuine connection and mutual understanding. Authenticity cultivates trust, empathy, and respect as we honor each other's unique perspectives and experiences without judgment or pretense. Embracing authenticity empowers us to live with greater integrity and purpose. When we align our actions with our authentic selves, we experience a sense of congruence and wholeness that permeates every aspect of our lives. We feel a profound sense of satisfaction and fulfillment, knowing that we are living in alignment with our true purpose and values. It is a powerful act of self-love and self-acceptance. It is a choice to embrace our imperfections and celebrate our uniqueness, rather than striving for an unattainable ideal of perfection. By embracing authenticity, we liberate ourselves from the shackles of fear and self-doubt, and step into the fullness of who we are meant to be. We embody the courage to shine our light brightly and to inspire others to do the same, knowing that our authenticity is our greatest gift to the world. Choosing positive thoughts is a transformative practice that empowers us to take control of our mindset and cultivate a more optimistic and empowering outlook on life. It involves actively directing our attention towards thoughts that uplift and inspire us, rather than dwelling on negativity or self-limiting beliefs. Choosing positive thoughts is about recognizing the power of our thoughts to shape our reality. Our minds are like gardens, and the thoughts we nurture within them have the power to bloom into our lived experiences. When we choose to focus on positive thoughts, we plant seeds of hope, resilience, and possibility, creating a fertile ground for growth and transformation. Choosing positive thoughts is a form of self-care and self-empowerment. It involves taking ownership of our mental and emotional well-being and consciously cultivating a mindset that supports our goals and aspirations. By actively choosing to redirect our thoughts away from negativity and towards positivity, we reclaim our inner power and agency, no longer allowing external circumstances to dictate our state of mind. Practicing positive thinking also enhances our overall sense of well-being and happiness. When we train our minds to look for the silver linings in every situation, we shift our focus away from what is lacking or wrong and towards what is abundant and right. This shift in perspective fosters a sense of gratitude, contentment, and joy, even in the face of challenges or adversity. Choosing positive thoughts can have a ripple effect on our relationships and interactions with others. When we approach life with a positive attitude, we radiate warmth, kindness, and optimism, uplifting those around us and creating a more supportive and harmonious environment. Our positive energy becomes contagious, inspiring others to adopt a similar mindset and amplifying the collective positivity of our communities. In addition, choosing positive thoughts strengthens our resilience and ability to bounce back from setbacks. When we face obstacles or setbacks, our positive mindset acts as a powerful shield, protecting us from succumbing to despair or defeat. Instead of dwelling on failures or setbacks, we view them as opportunities for growth and learning, knowing that every challenge is a stepping stone towards greater wisdom and resilience. Choosing positive thoughts is a daily practice, a conscious choice that we make each moment. It requires discipline, self-awareness, and commitment, but the rewards are profound and far-reaching. By embracing the power of positive thinking, we unlock the door to a world of infinite possibilities, where joy, abundance, and fulfillment abound. Fostering meaningful connections is a deeply enriching and fulfilling aspect of the human experience. It involves nurturing relationships with others that are based on authenticity, trust, and mutual respect, creating a sense of belonging and interconnectedness that enriches our lives in profound ways. At its core, fostering meaningful connections is about recognizing the inherent value and dignity of each individual and seeking to understand and appreciate their unique perspectives, experiences, and contributions. It requires empathy, compassion, and active listening as we strive to build genuine connections built on mutual understanding and support. One of the key elements of fostering meaningful connections is authenticity. Authentic connections are grounded in honesty and vulnerability. As we share our true selves with others and invite them to do the same, when we show up authentically in our relationships, we create a safe space for openness and intimacy, allowing us to form deep bonds of trust and connection. Fostering meaningful connections involves investing time and effort in nurturing our relationships. It means showing up for others consistently, being present and attentive, and offering support and encouragement when needed, whether it's through acts of kindness, words of affirmation, or simply spending quality time together. Fostering meaningful connections requires a willingness to prioritize our relationships and cultivate a sense of connection and belonging. Meaningful connections provide us with a sense of support and belonging that is essential for our emotional well-being. When we have strong, supportive relationships in our lives, we feel a sense of connection and belonging that bolsters our resilience and enhances our overall sense of happiness and fulfillment. Meaningful connections also provide us with a sense of belonging and purpose, as we share experiences, memories, and aspirations with those who matter most to us. In addition, fostering meaningful connections allows us to experience the richness and diversity of the human experience. When we open ourselves up to connecting with others from different backgrounds, cultures, and perspectives, we expand our horizons and deepen our understanding of the world around us. Meaningful connections challenge us to step outside of our comfort zones, to embrace diversity and inclusivity, and to celebrate the unique gifts and talents that each individual brings to the table. Fostering meaningful connections is a deeply rewarding and fulfilling aspect of life. It enriches our lives in countless ways, providing us with love, support, and companionship on our journey through life. By prioritizing authentic connections and investing in nurturing our relationships, we create a sense of belonging and interconnectedness that brings joy, meaning, and purpose to our lives. Prioritizing self-care is a foundational practice that empowers us to nurture our physical, emotional, and mental well-being, fostering a deeper sense of balance, vitality, and resilience in our lives. At its core, prioritizing self-care is about recognizing and honoring our own needs and limitations. It involves acknowledging that our well-being is not negotiable and that taking care of ourselves is essential for our overall health and happiness. This recognition requires self-awareness and self-compassion as we tune into our bodies and emotions and respond with kindness and understanding to our own needs. One of the key aspects of prioritizing self-care is setting boundaries and saying no when necessary. It means recognizing when we need to take a step back, rest, or recharge, and honoring those needs without guilt or self-judgment. By setting healthy boundaries, we protect our time, energy, and resources and create space for activities and practices that nourish and replenish us. Moreover, prioritizing self-care involves cultivating a holistic approach to well-being that addresses the needs of our body, mind, and spirit. This may include practices such as regular exercise, nourishing nutrition, adequate sleep, and stress management techniques like meditation or mindfulness. It also involves engaging in activities that bring us joy and fulfillment, whether it's spending time in nature, pursuing creative hobbies, or connecting with loved ones. Prioritizing self-care means practicing self-compassion and self-kindness, especially during times of stress or adversity. It involves treating ourselves with the same care, warmth, and empathy that we would offer to a dear friend, and recognizing that it's okay to ask for help or support when needed. Self-compassion allows us to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and resilience, knowing that we are worthy of love and acceptance just as we are. It involves fostering a supportive environment that encourages and enables us to take care of ourselves. This may include seeking out resources, such as therapy or support groups, that can help us address any underlying issues or challenges that may be affecting our well-being. It also involves surrounding ourselves with people who uplift and support us, and who respect and honor our boundaries and needs. Prioritizing self-care is a deeply empowering and transformative practice that allows us to show up as our best selves in every aspect of our lives. It enables us to cultivate resilience, vitality, and inner peace, and to navigate life's challenges with grace and ease. By making self-care a priority, we honor our own worth and well-being, and create a foundation of health and happiness that allows us to thrive in all areas of our lives. Living with purpose is a profound and transformative way of engaging with life, a way that imbues our actions, decisions, and interactions with meaning, passion, and direction. It's about aligning ourselves with a sense of greater meaning and calling, and allowing that sense of purpose to guide us in all that we do. At its core, Living with purpose involves a deep exploration of our values, passions, and aspirations. It requires us to look inward and ask ourselves what truly matters to us, what brings us joy and fulfillment, and what legacy we want to leave behind. This process of self-discovery is an ongoing journey, one that evolves and unfolds as we grow and evolve as individuals. Living with purpose also requires us to cultivate a sense of clarity and intentionality in our lives. It involves setting goals and priorities that are aligned with our values and aspirations, and taking deliberate action towards manifesting our vision for the future. This may involve stepping outside of our comfort zones, taking calculated risks, and embracing opportunities for growth and learning. It invites us to embrace challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth and transformation. It requires resilience, perseverance, and a willingness to learn from failure and adversity. When we approach life with a sense of purpose, we view challenges as stepping stones towards our goals, rather than obstacles that hold us back. Living with purpose also fosters a deeper sense of connection and contribution to something greater than ourselves. It involves recognizing our interconnectedness with the world around us and finding ways to make a positive impact in our communities and beyond. Whether it's through acts of kindness, volunteering, or pursuing a career that aligns with our values, living with purpose allows us to use our unique gifts and talents to create positive change in the world. Living with purpose brings a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction that transcends material success or external validation. It's about finding joy and meaning in the journey, rather than fixating on the destination. When we live with purpose, we experience a deep sense of alignment and coherence in our lives, a sense that we are living in accordance with our truest selves and making a meaningful contribution to the world. Living with purpose is about embracing the fullness of life and stepping into our highest potential. It's about living each day with intention, passion, and authenticity, and allowing our sense of purpose to infuse every aspect of our lives with meaning and significance. By living with purpose, we not only create a life that is deeply fulfilling and rewarding for ourselves, but we also inspire and uplift those around us, creating a ripple effect of positive change and transformation in the world. In conclusion, each of these guiding principles, embracing authenticity, fostering meaningful connections, prioritizing self-care, and living with purpose, serves as a roadmap for a life filled with meaning, fulfillment, and joy. By embracing our true selves, nurturing authentic connections, caring for our well-being, and living with intention, we tap into the inherent power and potential within us to create a life that reflects our deepest values and aspirations. As we embark on this journey of self-discovery and personal growth, let us remember that it is not about achieving perfection or reaching some predetermined destination. Rather, it is about embracing the messy, beautiful journey of life with open hearts and open minds, trusting in our own resilience and inner wisdom to guide us along the way. May we continue to cultivate authenticity, cultivate connections, prioritize self-care, and live with purpose each day, knowing that in doing so, we are creating a life that is rich with meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. And may we inspire and uplift others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of positive change and transformation in our own lives and in the world around us. So let us go forth from this moment with renewed commitment and determination to live our lives with authenticity, purpose, and passion, knowing that the journey ahead holds infinite possibilities for growth, connection, and joy. Welcome, everyone. Today we embark on a transformative journey to reprogram our minds for achieving our deepest goals and aspirations. The power to change our reality lies within us, in our ability to harness the incredible potential of our minds. Imagination shapes reality by acting as the creative force behind every experience and manifestation in our lives. When we imagine something with vivid detail and strong emotion, we are not merely daydreaming, we are engaging in a powerful act of creation. Our imagination is the workshop where our desires and aspirations take form. It is the starting point from which we can mold our external world to reflect our inner visions. Everything that exists in the physical world was once a thought, a figment of someone's imagination. The great inventions, artistic masterpieces, and technological advancements all began as ideas in the mind of a person who dared to imagine them. This creative process is accessible to all of us. By harnessing the power of our imagination, we can shape our reality in ways that align with our deepest desires. When we imagine a scenario repeatedly and with great clarity, our subconscious mind begins to accept it as true. This acceptance sets off a chain reaction, influencing our thoughts, emotions, and actions in ways that bring our imagined scenarios into tangible form. Our subconscious mind does not differentiate between what is real and what is vividly imagined. It simply responds to the dominant images and emotions that we feed it. This is why it is crucial to be mindful of what we imagine. If we constantly dwell on negative outcomes, fears, and limitations, our subconscious mind will work to bring those into our reality. Conversely, when we focus our imagination on positive outcomes, successes, and the fulfillment of our desires, we set in motion the forces that will bring these into our lives. The process of using imagination to shape reality involves more than just thinking about what we want. It requires us to immerse ourselves fully in the experience of having already achieved our desires. This means engaging all our senses and emotions in the act of imagination. When we see, hear, feel, and even smell the details of our desired reality in our minds, we create a powerful blueprint that our subconscious mind can work towards. Practicing this imaginative process regularly reinforces the desired images in our subconscious mind. Over time, these images become dominant, overshadowing any previous limiting beliefs or negative patterns. As our subconscious mind accepts these new images as reality, it influences our conscious thoughts and behaviors, aligning them with our desired outcomes. In this way, imagination serves as the bridge between the world of thought and the world of form. It allows us to transcend the limitations of our current circumstances and envision a future that is aligned with our highest aspirations. By consistently and deliberately engaging in imaginative practices, we empower ourselves to create a reality that reflects our true potential and deepest desires. The key is to maintain a disciplined and focused imagination, always directing it towards the realization of our goals. By doing so, we harness the full creative power of our minds and become the architects of our own reality. The power of assumption lies in its ability to transform our beliefs and experiences through the conviction that what we desire is already a reality. When we assume the feeling of our wish fulfilled, we align our thoughts, emotions, and actions with that reality, effectively drawing it into our lives. Assumption is not mere wishful thinking, it is a deliberate and conscious act of adopting a mindset and emotional state that reflect the fulfillment of our desires. Assumption works on the principle that our external world mirrors our internal state. What we believe to be true on a deep subconscious level becomes our lived experience. By assuming that our goals and desires are already realized, we program our subconscious mind to accept these beliefs as fact. This, in turn, influences our perceptions, behaviors, and interactions with the world, leading us to take actions and make decisions that support the manifestation of our assumed reality. When we consistently hold the assumption that our desires are fulfilled, we create a powerful energetic vibration that resonates with our goals. This vibration attracts circumstances, opportunities, and people that align with our assumed reality. It is as if the universe responds to our inner conviction, rearranging the external world to match our internal state. This is why maintaining a strong and unwavering assumption is crucial. It sets the tone for the experiences we attract. To harness the power of assumption, it is essential to embody the feelings and emotions associated with the fulfillment of our desires. This means living from the end, feeling the joy, gratitude, and satisfaction that come with achieving our goals. By doing so, we send a clear signal to our subconscious mind that our desires are not only possible but are already a part of our reality. This emotional alignment is a key factor in making our assumptions come to life. The practice of assumption requires us to shift our focus from lack to abundance. Instead of dwelling on what we do not have, we focus on the state of having our desires fulfilled. This shift in focus helps to dissolve doubts and fears that may hinder our manifestation process. By reinforcing our assumptions through visualization, affirmations, and inner conversations, we strengthen our belief in the reality of our goals. Assumption also plays a crucial role in overcoming limiting beliefs. These are the subconscious programs that dictate what we believe is possible for ourselves. By consciously assuming the opposite of our limiting beliefs, we can reprogram our subconscious mind to support our goals. For example, if we have a belief that we are not worthy of success, we can assume the feeling of being highly successful and deserving of all the good things life has to offer. Over time, this new assumption will replace the old limiting belief, paving the way for new experiences that reflect our desired reality. The power of assumption extends to every aspect of our lives, from our personal relationships to our professional achievements. By assuming the best in every situation, we create a positive and empowering mindset that attracts favorable outcomes. This does not mean ignoring challenges or difficulties, but rather approaching them with the confidence and belief that we are capable of overcoming them and achieving our goals. In essence, the power of assumption is about taking control of our inner world to shape our outer reality. It is a practice of aligning our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs with our highest aspirations, trusting that by doing so, we set in motion the forces that will bring our desires into fruition. Through consistent and deliberate assumption, we become the architects of our own lives, creating a reality that reflects our deepest desires and true potential. Living in the end is a powerful technique that involves embodying the state of having already achieved your desires. This practice requires a shift in consciousness, where you move beyond merely wishing for something and instead immerse yourself in the experience of its fulfillment. By living in the end, you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the reality you wish to create, thereby bringing it into existence. When you live in the end, you adopt the mindset and feelings of someone who has already achieved their goals. This means imagining with vivid detail and emotion what it would be like to have your desires realized. You see through the eyes of your future self, experiencing the joy, satisfaction, and gratitude that come with the fulfillment of your dreams. This mental and emotional alignment creates a powerful resonance that attracts your desired outcomes into your life. Living in the end is about creating a strong, clear mental picture of your desired reality and holding on to it with unwavering faith. This involves regularly visualizing your goals as already achieved, engaging all your senses to make the experience as real as possible. You feel the emotions associated with your success, hear the sounds, see the sights, and even smell the scents that would accompany your desired outcome. This vivid imagery sends a powerful message to your subconscious mind, programming it to work towards manifesting your desires. This practice also requires you to act as if your goals are already accomplished. Your behaviors and decisions should reflect the reality you are creating. For instance, if you desire to be financially abundant, you would adopt the mindset and habits of someone who is already wealthy. This might include making wise financial decisions, expressing gratitude for your current resources, and feeling confident and secure in your financial status. By aligning your actions with your desired state, you reinforce the belief that your goals are already achieved. Living in the end helps to dissolve doubts and fears that can impede manifestation. When you consistently inhabit the state of your fulfilled desires, there is no room for negative thoughts or limiting beliefs. You cultivate a deep sense of trust in the process, knowing that your reality is conforming to your inner vision. This trust is crucial because it keeps you aligned with your goals, even when external circumstances might suggest otherwise. Another aspect of living in the end is maintaining an attitude of gratitude. By expressing gratitude for the fulfillment of your desires, even before they manifest physically, you create a positive and receptive state of mind. Gratitude amplifies the energy of your desires, making them more magnetic and likely to manifest. It also keeps you focused on what you want rather than what you lack, which is essential for attracting positive outcomes. This practice requires a disciplined mind. It involves constantly redirecting your thoughts back to your desired state, especially when faced with challenges or setbacks. By consistently focusing on the end result, you build a strong mental and emotional foundation that supports your goals. This persistence reinforces your belief in the inevitability of your success, making it more likely to come to fruition. Living in the end is a holistic approach that integrates your thoughts, emotions, and actions. It is about becoming the person who has already achieved what you desire. This means embodying the qualities, habits, and mindset of your future self. As you consistently live from this state, you transform your inner world, which in turn influences your outer reality. The gap between your current state and your desired state begins to close, as your reality conforms to the dominant images and feelings you hold within. Living in the end is a powerful manifestation technique that leverages the creative power of your mind. By fully embracing the state of your fulfilled desires, you align yourself with the frequency of what you want, making it an inevitable part of your reality. Through this practice, you harness the transformative power of your imagination and emotions, becoming the architect of your own life. Feeling is the secret to manifesting our desires because emotions are the driving force behind the creative process. While thoughts and beliefs lay the foundation for our reality, it is the intensity of our emotions that gives them power and momentum. When we feel the reality of our desires as if they are already fulfilled, we generate a magnetic energy that attracts corresponding experiences into our lives. The key to understanding the importance of feeling lies in recognizing that the universe responds to the vibrational frequency we emit. Emotions are energetic vibrations that communicate to the universe what we want to experience. When we feel joy, gratitude, and excitement, we are broadcasting a signal that aligns us with positive outcomes and opportunities. Conversely, when we feel fear, doubt, or lack, we are inadvertently attracting experiences that reflect those emotions. This is why feeling as if our desires are already fulfilled is so crucial. When we evoke the emotions associated with our goals, we send a clear and powerful message to the universe about what we want to manifest. It's not enough to simply think about what we want, we must feel the reality of it in every cell of our being. This deep sense of conviction and certainty acts as a catalyst for manifestation, speeding up the process and making our desires more tangible. The practice of feeling is the secret involves immersing ourselves in the emotions of our desired outcomes. This means cultivating a sense of gratitude, joy, and excitement for what we want to create, even before it has manifested in our physical reality. By feeling as if our desires are already realized, we shift our internal state to match the frequency of our goals, making them more accessible and attainable. One of the most effective ways to evoke the feelings of our desired reality is through visualization. By vividly imagining ourselves living our ideal life, we stimulate the same neural pathways and emotional responses as if we were actually experiencing it. This mental rehearsal not only strengthens our belief in the possibility of our goals, but also amplifies the emotional charge behind them, making them more magnetic to manifestation. Another powerful technique for evoking the feelings of our desires is through affirmations. By repeating positive statements that affirm the reality we wish to experience, we program our subconscious mind to accept these beliefs as truth. When we infuse our affirmations with strong emotions, we supercharge them with the energy needed to manifest our desires more rapidly. Living from the end, as if our desires are already fulfilled, is another essential aspect of the feeling is the secret principle. By embodying the qualities and characteristics of our desired reality, we create a vibrational match that draws our goals closer to us. This involves not only thinking and acting as if our desires are already realized, but also feeling the emotions associated with their fulfillment on a consistent basis. The practice of feeling is the secret requires us to be mindful of our emotional state at all times. We must pay attention to the thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors that elicit positive emotions and consciously choose to focus on them. By doing so, we raise our vibrational frequency and align ourselves with the abundance and opportunities that are available to us. Feeling is the secret to manifestation because emotions are the language of the universe. When we feel the reality of our desires as if they are already fulfilled, we send a powerful signal to the universe that attracts corresponding experiences into our lives. By cultivating positive emotions, visualizing our goals, and living from the end, we harness the creative power of our emotions and become active participants in shaping our reality. The role of inner conversations in the manifestation process is profound and often underestimated. Inner conversations refer to the ongoing dialogue that takes place within our minds, the thoughts, beliefs, and self-talk that shape our perceptions of ourselves and the world around us. These inner conversations have a direct impact on our emotions, behaviors, and ultimately, our reality. Our inner conversations serve as a constant stream of feedback that reinforces our beliefs and expectations. If we consistently engage in negative self-talk or entertain thoughts of doubt and fear, we perpetuate a cycle of negativity that limits our potential and hinders our progress. Conversely, if we cultivate a positive inner dialogue and affirm our worthiness, capabilities, and potential for success, we create a supportive and empowering mindset that propels us toward our goals. The importance of inner conversations lies in their ability to influence our beliefs and perceptions at a subconscious level. Our subconscious mind is like a sponge, soaking up and internalizing the messages we feed it. When we repeatedly tell ourselves that we are unworthy, incapable, or destined to fail, our subconscious mind accepts these statements as truth and works to manifest them in our reality. On the other hand, when we affirm our worthiness, competence, and potential for success, our subconscious mind aligns with these beliefs and seeks to manifest them in our external experiences. Awareness of our inner conversations is the first step toward harnessing their power for positive change. By paying attention to the thoughts and beliefs that dominate our minds, we can identify any patterns of negativity or self-sabotage that may be holding us back. Once we become aware of these patterns, we can begin to challenge and reframe them, replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones that support our goals and aspirations. One effective strategy for transforming our inner conversations is through the practice of affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that we repeat to ourselves regularly to reinforce desired beliefs and outcomes. By consciously choosing affirmations that reflect our goals and aspirations, we can reprogram our subconscious mind to align with success and abundance. For example, if we are working toward a career goal, we might repeat affirmations such as "I am capable and confident in my abilities," or "opportunities for success are constantly flowing into my life." Visualization is another powerful tool for shaping our inner conversations and aligning with our desired reality. By vividly imagining ourselves achieving our goals and experiencing the emotions associated with success, we create a mental blueprint that guides our thoughts, emotions, and actions toward manifestation. Visualization allows us to bypass the critical faculties of the conscious mind and speak directly to the subconscious, reinforcing positive beliefs and expectations. Cultivating a practice of mindfulness can also help to quiet the chatter of our inner conversations and create space for clarity and insight. By observing our thoughts without judgment and practicing present moment awareness, we can disengage from negative thought patterns and cultivate a sense of inner peace and balance. Mindfulness allows us to become more conscious of our inner dialogue and choose thoughts and beliefs that support our growth and well-being. The role of inner conversations in the manifestation process is profound and multifaceted. Our inner dialogue shapes our beliefs, perceptions, and ultimately our reality. By becoming aware of our inner conversations, challenging limiting beliefs, and replacing them with empowering affirmations and visualizations, we can harness the power of our subconscious mind to create the life we desire. Through mindfulness and self-awareness, we can cultivate a positive and supportive inner dialogue that aligns us with success, abundance, and fulfillment. Overcoming limiting beliefs is a crucial step in the journey toward achieving our goals and realizing our fullest potential. Limiting beliefs are deeply ingrained thoughts and convictions that constrain our perception of what is possible for us. These beliefs often stem from past experiences, societal conditioning, or negative self-talk, and they can act as significant barriers to our success and happiness. The first step in overcoming limiting beliefs is to identify them. Many of our limiting beliefs operate on a subconscious level, so they may not always be immediately apparent. However, by paying attention to recurring patterns of thought, self-doubt, and fear, we can begin to uncover the underlying beliefs that are holding us back. Common examples of limiting beliefs include "I'm not good enough," "I don't deserve success," or "I'll never be able to achieve my goals." Once we have identified our limiting beliefs, we can begin to challenge and reframe them. This involves questioning the validity of these beliefs and examining the evidence that supports or contradicts them. Often we will find that our limiting beliefs are based on faulty assumptions or outdated information. By shining a light on these beliefs and exploring alternative perspectives, we can start to loosen their grip on our minds and open ourselves up to new possibilities. Affirmations are a powerful tool for overcoming limiting beliefs and cultivating a positive mindset. Affirmations are positive statements that we repeat to ourselves regularly to reinforce desired beliefs and outcomes. By consciously choosing affirmations that challenge our limiting beliefs and affirm our worthiness, competence, and potential for success, we can reprogram our subconscious mind to align with our goals and aspirations. For example, if we struggle with self-doubt, we might repeat affirmations such as "I am confident in my abilities," or "I trust myself to make the right decisions." Visualization is another effective technique for overcoming limiting beliefs and creating a new reality. By vividly imagining ourselves overcoming obstacles, achieving our goals, and living the life of our dreams, we create a mental blueprint that guides our thoughts, emotions, and actions toward manifestation. Visualization allows us to bypass the critical faculties of the conscious mind and speak directly to the subconscious, reinforcing positive beliefs and expectations. Taking inspired action is an essential part of overcoming limiting beliefs and moving closer to our goals. Often our limiting beliefs are rooted in fear or uncertainty about taking the necessary steps toward our desires. By breaking our goals down into smaller, manageable tasks and taking consistent action toward them, we build momentum and confidence in our ability to succeed. Each small success helps to weaken the grip of our limiting beliefs and reinforces our belief in our potential for greatness. Finally, it's essential to cultivate a mindset of self-compassion and patience as we work to overcome limiting beliefs. Change takes time, and it's normal to encounter setbacks and challenges along the way. By treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, we create a supportive inner environment that encourages growth and resilience. With persistence and dedication, we can overcome our limiting beliefs and create a life filled with abundance, fulfillment, and joy. The importance of persistence cannot be overstated when it comes to achieving our goals and realizing our dreams. Persistence is the unwavering commitment to pursuing our objectives despite obstacles, setbacks, and challenges along the way. It is the fuel that keeps us moving forward in the face of adversity and the key to unlocking our full potential. One of the primary reasons why persistence is so crucial is because success rarely comes easily or quickly. The path to achieving our goals is often fraught with obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. It's easy to become discouraged when faced with adversity, but it's those who persist through these challenges who ultimately succeed. Persistence allows us to stay focused on our goals, maintain momentum, and push through obstacles with determination and resilience. Persistence also helps to build character and develop important life skills such as resilience, patience, and perseverance. When we persist in the pursuit of our goals, we learn to adapt to changing circumstances, overcome setbacks, and bounce back from failure. These experiences strengthen our resolve and deepen our belief in our ability to overcome challenges and achieve success. Another reason why persistence is essential is that success often requires sustained effort over time. It's not enough to simply take action once and expect immediate results. Rather, success is the result of consistent and disciplined effort applied over an extended period. By persisting in our efforts day in and day out, we gradually build momentum and make progress toward our goals, even when the results may not be immediately apparent. Persistence also helps to cultivate a growth mindset, which is essential for success in any endeavor. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. When we approach challenges with a mindset of persistence and resilience, we are more likely to view setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning rather than insurmountable obstacles. Persistence sends a powerful message to our subconscious mind and the universe at large. When we demonstrate a consistent commitment to our goals, we signal to ourselves and the world around us that we are serious about achieving success. This focused intentionality sets in motion a chain of events that aligns circumstances, resources, and opportunities in our favor, ultimately leading to the realization of our desires. Furthermore, persistence is essential for building trust and credibility with ourselves and others. When we consistently follow through on our commitments and persevere in the face of challenges, we demonstrate our reliability and integrity. This builds confidence in our abilities and fosters trust in our relationships, both of which are essential for long-term success and fulfillment. The importance of persistence cannot be overstated when it comes to achieving our goals and realizing our dreams. It is the unwavering commitment to pursuing our objectives despite obstacles, setbacks, and challenges along the way. Persistence builds character, cultivates resilience, and fosters a growth mindset. It sends a powerful message to our subconscious mind and the universe that we are serious about achieving success. Ultimately, it is persistence that allows us to overcome adversity, push through obstacles, and achieve our greatest aspirations. Aligning with your desired state is a fundamental aspect of the manifestation process, as it involves bringing your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and actions into harmony with the reality you wish to create. This alignment is crucial because it creates a resonance between your inner world and the external circumstances you want to attract. When you are in alignment with your desired state, you become a magnet for the experiences, opportunities, and resources that match your intentions. One of the key principles of aligning with your desired state is the concept of living from the end. This means embodying the feelings, attitudes, and behaviors of someone who has already achieved your goals. Instead of waiting for external circumstances to change before allowing yourself to feel happy, fulfilled, or successful, you choose to cultivate those feelings internally, regardless of your current situation. By living from the end, you send a clear signal to the universe that you are ready to receive the experiences you desire. Aligning with your desired state also involves cultivating a deep sense of belief and trust in the manifestation process. This means holding unwavering faith that your desires are already on their way to you, even when you can't yet see tangible evidence of their arrival. Trusting in the process allows you to let go of the need to control every detail and instead surrender to the natural flow of life. When you trust that the universe is working in your favor, you open yourself up to receiving unexpected blessings and synchronicities that support your goals. Another important aspect of aligning with your desired state is maintaining a positive and optimistic mindset. This involves consciously choosing to focus on thoughts, beliefs, and interpretations that support your vision for the future. Instead of dwelling on past failures or current challenges, you look for opportunities for growth and progress in every situation. By cultivating a positive outlook, you create a fertile inner landscape for manifesting your desires. Practicing gratitude is also essential for aligning with your desired state. When you express gratitude for what you already have and the blessings that are on their way to you, you activate the law of attraction and attract more of what you appreciate into your life. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance and raises your vibrational frequency, making you more receptive to the abundance that surrounds you. Aligning with your desired state also involves taking inspired action toward your goals. While it's important to cultivate a mindset of trust and surrender, it's equally important to take practical steps toward manifesting your desires. Inspired action is action that feels aligned with your inner guidance and intuition. It's action that flows effortlessly from a place of inspiration and joy, rather than from a place of fear or obligation. By taking inspired action, you signal to the universe that you are ready and willing to receive the blessings that are in store for you. Aligning with your desired state is about bringing your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and actions into alignment with the reality you wish to create. It involves living from the end, trusting in the manifestation process, maintaining a positive mindset, practicing gratitude, and taking inspired action toward your goals. When you are in alignment with your desired state, you become a magnet for the experiences, opportunities, and resources that match your intentions, ultimately leading to the realization of your dreams. Visualization techniques are powerful tools for harnessing the creative power of the mind and manifesting our desires. Visualization involves creating vivid mental images of our desired outcomes and experiencing them with all our senses, as if they were already a reality. By consistently and vividly visualizing our goals, we activate the subconscious mind and align our thoughts, emotions, and actions with the reality we wish to create. One of the most effective visualization techniques is to create a mental movie of our desired outcome. This involves imagining a scene that represents the fulfillment of our goals in rich detail. We visualize ourselves achieving our objectives, experiencing the emotions associated with success, and interacting with our environment as if our desires were already realized. The more vivid and detailed we make our mental movie, the more real and compelling it becomes to our subconscious mind. Another powerful visualization technique is to create a vision board. A vision board is a visual representation of our goals and desires, typically created by assembling images, words, and symbols that resonate with our intentions. By regularly looking at our vision board and immersing ourselves in the images and words that represent our desired reality, we reinforce our beliefs and expectations and keep our goals at the forefront of our mind. Guided visualization is another effective technique for harnessing the power of visualization. In guided visualization, we listen to or read a script that guides us through a series of mental imagery exercises designed to evoke specific emotions and experiences. Guided visualizations can be tailored to our individual goals and preferences, allowing us to focus on areas of our lives that are most important to us, such as health, wealth, relationships, or career success. Meditation can also be a powerful tool for visualization. By entering a relaxed and receptive state of mind through meditation, we create an ideal environment for visualization to take place. During meditation, we can visualize our desired outcomes with clarity and focus, allowing us to access deeper levels of consciousness and intuition. Meditation also helps to quiet the chatter of the conscious mind, making it easier to connect with the images and feelings that represent our goals. Affirmations can be combined with visualization to enhance its effectiveness. By incorporating positive affirmations into our visualization practice, we reinforce our beliefs and expectations and strengthen the neural pathways associated with our desired outcomes. For example, we might repeat affirmations such as "I am worthy of success and abundance," or "I attract opportunities for growth and prosperity into my life" as we visualize our goals. It's important to practice visualization regularly and consistently for it to be effective. By incorporating visualization into our daily routine, we create a habit of focusing our attention on our goals and reinforcing our beliefs and expectations. Consistency is key, so it's helpful to set aside dedicated time each day for visualization practice, whether it's first thing in the morning, before bed, or during a quiet moment of reflection. Visualization techniques are powerful tools for harnessing the creative power of the mind and manifesting our desires. By creating vivid mental images of our goals, we activate the subconscious mind and align our thoughts, emotions, and actions with the reality we wish to create. Whether through mental movies, vision boards, guided visualizations, meditation, or affirmations, visualization allows us to access deeper levels of consciousness and intuition and bring our dreams into reality. Faith and trust in the process are essential elements of manifestation, serving as the foundation upon which our desires are brought into reality. Faith is the unwavering belief that what we desire is not only possible, but inevitable, while trust is the confidence that the universe is conspiring in our favor to bring our desires to fruition. Together, faith and trust create a powerful energetic vibration that aligns us with our goals and attracts the resources, opportunities, and circumstances needed to manifest them. At its core, faith is about believing in the unseen and trusting in the inherent goodness of life. It is the knowingness that our desires are already on their way to us, even when we can't yet see tangible evidence of their arrival. Faith requires us to transcend the limitations of our logical mind and tap into a deeper, intuitive knowing that transcends time and space. It's about holding on to our vision with unwavering conviction, even in the face of doubt or uncertainty. Trust, on the other hand, is the willingness to surrender to the natural flow of life and allow things to unfold in their own time and way. It's about relinquishing the need to control every detail and instead surrendering to the wisdom of the universe. Trust involves letting go of attachment to specific outcomes and having confidence that whatever unfolds is ultimately for our highest good. It's about knowing that the universe has our back and is working on our behalf, even when things don't go according to plan. Faith and trust are not passive qualities. They require active cultivation and practice. One way to strengthen our faith and trust in the process is through affirmations and positive self-talk. By consciously choosing to focus on thoughts and beliefs that support our vision, we reinforce our faith and trust in our ability to manifest our desires. Affirmations such as "I trust in the divine timing of the universe," or "I have unwavering faith in my ability to create the life of my dreams," can help to anchor us in a state of faith and trust. Practicing gratitude is another powerful way to cultivate faith and trust in the process. By expressing gratitude for what we already have and the blessings that are on their way to us, We acknowledge the abundance that surrounds us and open ourselves up to receiving even more. Gratitude shifts our focus from lack to abundance and raises our vibrational frequency, making us more receptive to the blessings that are in store for us. Visualization can also be a potent tool for strengthening our faith and trust in the process. By vividly imagining ourselves living our desired reality and experiencing the emotions associated with success, we create a mental blueprint that aligns us with our goals. Visualization helps to solidify our faith and trust by providing a tangible representation of our desires and reinforcing our belief in their inevitability. Finally, surrendering to the process is essential for deepening our faith and trust. This means letting go of attachment to specific outcomes and allowing things to unfold in their own time and way. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up or being passive. It's about releasing the need to control every detail and trusting that the universe has a plan for us that is far greater than anything we could imagine. Faith and trust in the process are essential qualities for manifesting our desires. They require us to believe in the unseen, trust in the inherent goodness of life, and surrender to the natural flow of the universe. By cultivating faith and trust through affirmations, gratitude, visualization, and surrender, we align ourselves with our goals and open ourselves up to the abundance and opportunities that are available to us.